Come up with the name of a famous living American artist. Most people probably would have a tough time doing that, but if you mention art and sports, then the name Leroy Neiman comes to mind. Neiman was at Seattle's Gallery Mac last week for the opening of his exhibit, and our Jeff Smith paid him a visit there.
This is Neiman. That's Neiman too. And of course this as well is the work of Leroy Neiman. These paintings are the Neiman you know, the man you've become familiar with, Sports Illustrated, Playboy. Tonight we're going to show you a Leroy Neiman you may not know, something rather different. Today, Leroy Neiman, painter of gridiron pachyderms, is at the beautiful new Gallery Mac in Pioneer Square, and he's doing a commissioned portrait of 5.5-year-old Tonjia Brendel. A kid?
I do a lot of children. I do paintings of grandparents. I do paintings of sentimental paintings of people. Somebody's died in the family. They give me photographs. I do things. I do dogs, cats. They bring chihuahuas over to my studio, put them on the drawing board, and I just paint them.
Is there a vast difference between painting Dick Butkus or Joe Namath and a 5.5-year-old girl?
No difference in anything. I think it's all breathing. Things are breathing. Plants are breathing. You know, in life you always have atmosphere. If you do a landscape, things are growing. You always feel that. There's always something happening. There's always an atmosphere. Can't miss.
I heard you say earlier this is a winner.
Yeah.
Are there losers?
Sure. I think it's like baseball player, you know, 1 for 3 is doing pretty well.
What makes this a winner?
Because it's her. It's Tonjia. That's what makes it a winner. And when I started, she came in and she was very, not guarded, but unfamiliar possibly with this kind of experience. She didn't want to show her knees. We had 10 minutes of look at her now. Okay? There are her knees.
A man with Neiman's talent can be extraordinarily successful commercially. But is he concerned that 50 years from now, nobody will regard pictures of athletes as serious?
I hope I survive by the quality of my work rather than the subject matter. I use the subject matter, but
But has that concerned you?
No, I'm not concerned about anything like that.
Okay.
I'm not concerned about anything but expressing myself and developing some way. I'm a better painter now than I was 10 years ago. I can't be bad. I mean, I look at this, I mean, it's not arrogance or humility or anything, it's just...
You know that's good.
Well, it's as good as I can do, and I'm only one guy. You know, that's all I care about. I don't, somebody else could paint it just as well, their way, possibly better in somebody else's opinion, I don't know. Every picture that's made or anything that's ever created by anybody is always a limitation of the doer. This is the best of me.
The result of all this is that Leroy Neiman has sold more than 40,000 paintings and serigraphs in the last 4 years. Astonishing. And since his prices reflect the demand, quite profitable.
That's what they talk about, but that's not what I think about. I like the money, but I'd be doing exactly the same thing if it wasn't happening.
But happening it is, to the point that Neiman just may have sold more art than any painter who ever lived. So he's a man who purports not to worry.
There's nothing to worry about as long as you have your health and you're doing your thing. Not just having a good time, being fulfilled. And I think the added joy with being a representational artist and getting the acceptance, the reward would be that you feel you've reached so many people and they're happy. I've experienced this extraordinary feeling of having people love what I do. That's what a really handsome guy must feel like. You know, all the chicks are after him all the time, but people love my painting. And my paintings I think they're beautiful. I mean, I know they're beautiful, but people love that beauty.
While all this heavy talk has been going on, Tonjia has been sitting, and forget the words you're about to hear. Watch the patience of a 5.5-year-old.
A new picture he's never faced before. He just soon strike out the first time because he wants to take a shot at whatever's coming at him. And then the second time, he's got 3 times to come up. Maybe his 3rd time up, he'll get one out of the park. But he's willing to trial and error kind of thing in order to investigate the opposition or what's in front of him.
Now the reward for all that waiting, and we see why people do love Leroy Neiman.
How do you spell your name?
Tonjia.
Tonjia? Tonjia. All right, come on and look at it. So what do you say?
Looks great.
You're supposed to kiss the artist when you do the information. Thank you. That was very nice. I deserved that. Okay. Now it's official. Now we're friends for life. Right? And we'll do you again. Every 5 years, we're going to do another painting of you. And you'll always be beautiful.
Leroy Neiman's work will be at Seattle's Gallery Mac in Pioneer Square through the month of December. And when we continue, we'll take you back 25 Decembers.